says, what is this? What is this logo? Currently streaming to Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Odyssey. Um, Normal
So
stream is available on all platforms. Okay. Uh, so what do I do if I wanna? Okay. Oh, cool! It's already streaming to Twitch. That's cool. Uh, but what if I wanna? How do I do if I wanna just stop one of them? Because now
so we're live, right?
you were live.
So the technical difficulties are usually behind the scenes,
Yeah.
before you start the fucking live, dude.
Yeah. Now I just want to know how I can, turn off.
Feel free, man.
Man. Okay. Because before I started the stream,
Hmm.
at all of the platforms, I could turn it off on whatever. But once now, when I press it on, um, that option is now gone. So, uh, yeah, and that's about it. So, how the hell? Because if I want to stop, let's say YouTube, it only allows me to go to Rumble and Locals. Uh, that's weird. Because maybe I just want to stop YouTube, for example. You know what I mean? But yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna check if we can hear everything. Okay, on Twitter it's good. It's good on Twitter. Okay, and on YouTube, how does it look on YouTube? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it works on YouTube. I want to see if it works on Odyssey. Probably won't.
People
Uh,
still using Odyssey?
Odyssey, I don't know. I mean, Odyssey is good, but something has happened to Odyssey where
Well, they didn't reach out to a lot of people, like Odyssey and stuff.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, Rumble and Kick are just, yeah,
Yeah, but you know who could have
they
fixed
should.
that? You know
Oh,
who Andrew Tate. He could have went to Odyssey. He didn't do that.
I mean,
You know?
Rumble made the better offer, I'm sure. I'm sure fucking
Yeah.
even Rumble gave him like a stock or something.
Yeah, I think so,
Good
right?
year. Yeah.
Okay. It all seems to work. I don't know how the chat works, but we'll see. I mean, I can see the chat, but nobody's here. So okay, let's read this weird thing going on with Taylor Swift. Warning over terrifying realistic Taylor Swift AI filter going viral. Um, the warning was, you can see this, right?
Yeah.
Somewhat. Because, I mean, the Rumble Studio is good, but it's like when I share the screen, look, when I share the screen, it looks like this.
Mhm.
It looks like this. Only one of us can be shown, you know? Like I can do this, you know? But I have to do this manually, which is super bad. But so I try to work around that. I try to work around that by doing by putting it through OBS like this, you know. But yeah, if Rumble sees this, there are some issues here. We need to be able to have more than more than one person on the screen while we're sharing the screen. And number two, I want to be able to toggle off a platform, whichever platform I want, just like before I started the stream. But
Isn't this like a
anyways,
billion-dollar company? They can come on, dude.
yeah.
Figure this out.
It is, but it's a great start. The quality is great. The quality is great. You know what I mean? This is great. I mean, really. Okay. The warning was shared by Danae Mercer, a mom, journalist, and ambassador for National Eating Disorder Association. Okay. Showing how the filter instantly allowed her to change her face to look remarkably like Swift's. She warned parents. The technology used here is only going to be exponentially smarter. If you have even a little glimmer of that doesn't look like a real person, give it a year, give it 5 months. We need to be informed, we need to be aware, and we need to figure out ways to protect our little ones because they're growing up in this strange, strange world. Well, I will say this to that. Where were you, parents? Where were you, parents, where when the smartphones were introduced to the kids? Where were you? Because I, who is not even a parent, when I saw a little 6-year-old kid walking around with a smartphone, I was like, what's going on here, right? You know what I mean? First of all, the cost of that smartphone is like $1,000 or something, you know? God knows, you know? When I was a kid, I barely had like $2 in my pocket, you know? These kids,
Those are the
these,
good times.
these kids are walking around with $1,000 thing. But other than that, also, you should not let the kids have that. You know what I mean? But okay. Anyways, she added, "Oh my gosh, I'm worried because this tech is going to become impossible to spot. Today here, I can make myself look like Taylor Swift. Tomorrow, who knows?" Here we got a video. Where's it taking me? Where are you taking me?
This right here is an AI filter of Taylor Swift, and the technology used here is only going to get exponentially smarter. So if you can tell, if you can have like a little glimmer where you're like, that doesn't look like a real person, okay, give it a year, give it 5 months. So we need to be informed, we need to be aware, and we need to figure out ways to protect our littles because they are growing up in this strange, strange world.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So okay, it does look really good, but the thing is this. There is something with the eyes that look dead. To me, at least. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can't see that. Yeah, maybe it's too small for you to see. But hold on, let me switch it for you so that you can see it.
Oh, the eyes look fake.
Yeah, let me switch it for you. If I do this, how does it look for you? Better?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
There is something robotic with those eyes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like hard to explain what it is, but
the difference between the eyes and the rest of the face is very obvious.
Yeah, and then
it even makes the whole face look robotic, actually.
Right, the eyes.
Just because of the eyes, yeah.
So then another thing I'm thinking is will this work better on people that look plastic? Do you know what I mean? Like, take my face, for example. Will it be easier to detect that it's not me when I, when I don't look like smooth like a plastic Barbie doll? Or does that not matter? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but what's the objective, what are you trying to do? You know what I mean?
Are you talking to me?
Are you trying to, yeah, with your point? Well, I mean,
yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
exactly.
If the technology works better on people like Taylor Swift that looks plastic with her makeup and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she looks, all kinds of piffed up and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, she does look at least less artificial than a lot of other artists and Hollywood people, like actresses and all that. At least she does look somewhat natural. I
Yeah,
mean, we never
sure.
know what they use, but she does look a little bit more of a on the
Sure.
natural side. Yeah. So
But I'm just thinking, watching this, you know, it looks very smooth. The whole face looks very smooth, and I'm wondering if it's easier for the AI to fake people that look smooth than it is people looking like me. You know, or is it the same? Can it make me look real too? You know what I mean? Like, can it mimic me as well with
interesting.
all
It
of
should,
my faults?
in theory, it should. You don't have that many faults, man. In
But you know what I
theory,
mean.
it should. Yeah, it
You know
should.
what I mean?
I
Like
mean, have you ever tried those the eye color
filters.
filters where you change your eye color? I
No, I've
tried
never
one. I
tried these
tried
things.
one on Instagram with blue eyes, and it looks so real, man.
Ah, it
It looks
worked.
scary. Yeah,
It
yeah,
just swapped your brown eyes to blue
yep.
in real
Like
time.
any color you want. Of course, the red and the like violet. What is the purple one is weird. It's not because there aren't any red or purple like
Mm,
the actual color in real life, but regular colors like green, yellowish, gray,
mm,
especially blue. Blue is yeah,
yeah,
blue. So a lot
yes,
of them work. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So,
my phone is not even the best camera quality. So imagine if it's like
and it still worked,
yep.
dude. What are we gonna do with trials? Do you know what I mean? Like, eventually, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen,
like.
man, you're giving criminals a lot of ideas now. This video is gonna be posted. They're like, oh, filters. Oh no,
Yeah, but think about it. A
Your
while,
Honor, that's not me, Your Honor. My eyes are not blue, Your Honor.
yeah, it's not me. So let's say the technology gets so good that you can't, you know, you can't tell who it is. So
Yeah,
what are we gonna do with trials? Are they obsolete now? We don't need trials anymore. We just go and take anybody that we think is guilty because the technology is so good you don't know who's who. It's like,
exactly.
and you denying it. They're like, we don't care. It looks like you. It must be you. Come here. The voice is the same. You look the same. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
back in the days, huh?
yeah. Go ahead.
No, there you go. Otherwise, you will lose
The
your
crazy,
thought.
the crazier part is they'll make softwares to catch or detect if uh, an image is manipulated by CGI or AI or something. And the guy who's gonna make that software, he's gonna be someone with a beautiful agenda in mind, you know? I mean, imagine the guy who proves something is real or not in a court of law, and he's the
Right?
guy responsible for the software that will
And he's
detect
the only guy who can do
if,
that.
if a picture of you is real or not, and it can be bought and sold and all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You just gave me another weird thought there. Yeah. Like, let's say they wanna they wanna get you, you know? They wanna get you and they fake something with you. They can fake whatever they want. So let's say they fake something horrible with you. You're like, no, it's not me. They're like, okay, you're claiming it's AI. You're like, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm claiming it's AI. They're like, no problem. We're gonna send it to our boy, the only guy who can determine if it's AI or not. And he says it's real. But I haven't done it. Well, the guy says it's real. He's the only one who can determine if it's AI or not. And yeah, death penalty for you, dude. this place
That's
might
right.
become hell. I mean,
Yep.
it's already hell, but it might
Is it though?
become. It is.
Do you feel like it's hell?
Okay, no,
You
I
know,
don't
my
feel.
father
Yeah.
has. Yeah, go ahead.
Take the
I don't
mic closer, a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, way better. Way better. Your father what? What did
No,
you
go
say?
ahead.
No, you said
I have
something.
thought
You have a thought.
about the hell thing. My father says always if he sees something horrible or life just seems horrible at the moment, he says, sometimes I think I died and this is my hell.
Maybe
I'm
that's
already
true.
dead and this is my hell.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
true. I mean, how can we know? Right? Especially
I
when
don't.
the religions are saying
Okay,
Satan
hold on.
rules this world. Yeah. You know?
But are you saying everybody has their personal hell in this life, or we're just cross pathing our both hells, or are we living the same hell, but all of us are dead, but we're living the same hell? How does that work? I mean, me and you right now, you're living in your own hell, and I'm living in my own hell, but somehow we're
We
talking.
might be sharing hell, sharing the realm of hell together. And that
Listen, man,
in
I'm gonna
that,
be honest. If this
yeah,
is what hell is, I don't mind. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest. It's not.
yeah.
It's
But
because
hold on,
hell is a big word, man.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
It's a huge word, man.
hold on. That's just because you've only endured some of the bad things possible in this reality. You do know there
Hmm.
is a bunch of stuff that we haven't experienced in this reality that can actually be very hellish. Like
Okay.
I heard there is a drug that the CIA or FBI has. Listen to this one. I don't know if you've heard it. And it's very possible. If you listen to this, they give you a drug where you experience 1,000 years in a couple of hours or some shit like that to torture you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Experience
Like
1,000 years.
something like that. Like
A lot of years.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know how drugs can, we've heard how drugs can make time freeze and
Yeah.
slow. Yeah.
Like salvia, dude. Perfect example.
Yeah. So they say the FBI has a drug that they give to somebody to torture them or whatever. That is like once you're taking that, it feels like you're gone for 1,000 years or something. You know what I mean? Like what I mean is we don't know how much hellish stuff, possible
Exists.
hellish things. Yeah. I mean, right now we can say, it's not that bad. If this is hell, it's not that bad. I'm fucking bitches, training, but it could be, it could be way worse. It's
Don't
just,
ruin my reputation, man. Don't ruin my reputation.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
going back to
My
that, this,
girl watching this. Okay.
hello, girl. But, that's,
Fucking bitches. What are you talking about?
no, I'm talking about myself, fucking bitches. I
Okay.
got a wife, but yeah, you know, but, but, if this is
Okay.
hell, if we're going back to that thought that we might already be in hell, we could just be sharing this realm that is hell together. And in this hell, there are other people that we do not even know if they have a soul. They might just be NPCs, because we don't know who's who. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've come to this conclusion. I count the people. I count the people that seems to have a questioning mind. For me, they are real people. You know what I mean? The ones that question stuff. The ones that do not question stuff, I'm not sure how real they are. Maybe they are real. I don't know. But you know, it gives me doubt.
So you're basically saying it's like the Matrix. The ones that
Yeah.
were born in Zion and the ones who were from the pods.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can even say Zion in here because the other meaning of that word.
Yeah, we can't say that.
Matrix, talking about the movie.
Yeah.
use
Yeah,
the
you
same
can't say
thing.
that.
We're talking
Nah.
about the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Movies.
You can't say that. Yeah. But even, you know, my own relatives or mother that is not awake, I don't know if she's real. I mean, you know, I mean, she's real, she functions, she brought me to the world, but you know, was she the vessel that brought me to hell? Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
You better wish your mother doesn't see this, man.
Ah, she won't.
Imagine someone, your brother
If-
clips this or something. It's like, look at this. Look at what your son says. You're the vessel that brought him to hell. You're a demon, Ma.
Is my mother a vessel that brought me to hell? No, you know, you have to be
Hold
able.
on.
Hmm?
Is your mom like a Muslim or is she religious or?
Somewhat, you know. Listen, my mother is she's not very technical with stuff, and you know, if I'm gonna be kind and say, you know, we're on completely different levels. It's almost like we can't.
I mean, that's what usually the case with parents and
Yeah,
children.
yeah, you know,
Different generation, different mindset.
very like several different. It feels like
Especially if your son, believes the earth is flat, then you are very not
yeah,
alike.
yeah. If you have a son like this, it's gonna be very, very weird. But
One of a kind.
yeah, I mean, if you
Drinking
find me another,
champagne, man.
yeah, I'm drinking champagne. Hey, your sound is going crazy. It's going like that.
What about now?
And now it's good. Now it's good. Yeah, I got a little bit champagne. I don't know why.
Okay, nice. Drinking
Yeah.
champagne. Alone, I
So
can't cheer you or anything. Okay.
now it's good with the mic that close. Yeah. So where were we? Yeah, we were talking about this AI thing and this place being hell, and
Yeah, and you said that it could be like our hells can be one, and we are intertwined with each other now, which I don't believe.
why not?
I mean,
Listen, maybe we're both in hell, in our own hells, and since we're both here, we have to help each other figure out how to get the hell out of here. How to get the hell out of here.
no pun intended. But pun
Yeah.
intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell we get out of here?
Yeah, but if this is hell, then what is heaven? What is that like?
Maybe heaven is any place that isn't here. That doesn't mean it's good.
Or what if heaven is actually waking up and finding yourself in the actual real realm, and you were in a dream, in like a dream world, which is now what we're doing now. So it isn't hell; it's more of a test, like a simulation, like a regular simulation
Yeah.
to get through to the other. It's like a levels. It's like a video game.
Yeah.
Maybe heaven is you actually waking up and just living in a world which is.
Yeah, I think we talked about heaven way back, and I think I said the similar thing. I said,
Yeah, and you were fed up of being happy.
yeah,
didn't
I
feel happy,
think, yeah, I think I
You're
said,
like, why do I be happy all the time, man? I don't want to be happy.
yeah, what if I get bored of heaven? You know?
Said the first man ever.
It's a legit question. It's a
Yeah.
legit question. What if I get bored of forever living forever? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
What if that gets boring? Because
What about you can't be bored?
you can't be bored.
Yeah.
I
Are
don't
you a
know this
depressed person?
right now. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
uh,
What is something that you can't ever be?
what is something that you can't ever be?
Yeah. I can suggest a thing if you don't have something in mind.
Do you
I know
mean
what you can't ever be.
in moods or in
Anything in
behavior?
general. Life, mood, feeling. Oh, that's impossible. But mood, life,
Mood.
choices, anything. Life choices.
Okay, I could never off somebody unless that person is an, person that needs to be offed. You know. I mean, I could never on my own go and off somebody that hasn't done anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm using code word here when I'm saying off.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
but that's complicated because you can off somebody who is innocent, but you think they're wrong.
Hmm.
You find out later. That's yeah. How about you can never be a liberal?
That's true.
You can never be a lefty. You can never be a globe tard.
No, no,
Yeah.
I
So
can
you
never be a
can't
left.
be those things. You can't. It doesn't register in your mind, right?
Yeah, I can't, but I still need to know that it exists. The the possibility of being a leftard needs to be there, so I can see it, so I can be I'm glad that I can't be
So
that.
so so you don't wish that there there are no more lefties. You want them actually to be around
They have to
right
be
now.
around. They have to be
At
around.
least
They
the
should.
mentality. I'm not talking about the people. That sounded
Yeah,
morbid a little bit. I'm talking about
y-
the yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah.
mentality has to be around, but I would
In
never
small
want to be.
quantities,
Yeah, it should not be in greater quantities
that doesn't
because
work.
yeah, they would
Minorities
destroy
does.
everything. Yeah, they would destroy everything if they
Yeah, but
were
if they
in the
become
majority.
the minority, you're gonna create another problem, which is people will feel sympathetic toward them, and it will create a different movement, even actually bigger movement. That's why I actually say it's better if they are big in numbers, because if you check out any minority right now in the world, they're not in a minority anymore in skin or in behavior or in sexuality. They're not actually a minority.
But okay,
They're
let's
like,
go to the sexuality thing. We both know what we're
okay,
talking about. The
yeah.
gay
Hmm.
people, whatever you want to call them. I don't think they are in the majority at all. Like, I think they're in a small minority, the gay people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I
made
mean,
to look. Yeah, it's just made to look like they are in the majority. Just like I always say with the toilet paper scare. You know, with the toilet paper scare thing.
yeah,
Yeah, it just looked like it was a toilet paper scare
yeah,
running out.
also money making machine that was. Yeah,
Yeah, and they can do that
and
with
people,
anything. They can do that with anything. They can
yeah,
say, fuck, I don't know, bread is running out or water is running out. This is running out, and everybody's gonna buy those items. But the same goes with this whole movement. Yay, whatever. I think they're doing the same thing. They're magnifying it to make it look like they are like 55% of the world's population.
well, I did no, I didn't mean that
Uh,
much. When I said minority, I was like, it feels a lot worse than it already is. It's not like that big of a deal. I mean, the word minority changed, I feel like, in the past years. When you hear minority, you will hear like uh, 20, 30 years ago, like, what are those people? Original, like Americans, what are those?
Native Americans.
Native American, yeah, Native Americans.
Original.
I feel like, I mean, they are,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like the first time I've heard of minority was about those people. But
Mm,
you know how people can hijack words now?
yeah.
And I know that sounds like a lefty thing to say of me, but it does happen. Like
Yeah.
people do hijack a lot of words, and you know,
Do you have any word in mind that you think has been hijacked?
hijacked. Oh,
Well, I would say woke because
yeah.
I thought woke meant you were awake. You know? Oh, are you woke? Man, that's fantastic. Let's be friends. Until I was like, I learned that no, that means you're a retard. It's like, what? What does woke have to do with retard? Like
Yeah.
how did that how did those two things get, you know, chained together?
I feel like the
But
word feminism also has been hijacked.
yes,
I think.
feminism has nothing to do with feminism. Like, yeah, femininity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with femininity. Really.
Also, there is actual feminism, like an actual movement where women were allowed not to vote, just to study.
Okay, back
I
in the
mean,
days or what?
in my country, for example, we are the first country that let women go to school and study and become lawyers and doctors.
What do you mean the
This
first country in the
country
world?
in Africa, no, in Africa,
Uh-huh.
yeah, in
Okay.
Africa and the Middle East, both. I'm not Middle Eastern, but yeah,
Yeah, but it's close.
it's close. Yeah, we speak Arabic.
Yeah.
So the people who started that movement were men, and
It has to be, right?
feminism, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it has to be, man. Oh,
So
oh yeah.
look
There
what
was some
happened
weird.
then, and
Yeah.
what's the meaning of the word now? So
Yeah. Get the
proper
mic a little
hijack.
bit closer. The mic.
That's
Yeah.
proper hijacking.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's hijacked for sure. The word. Um, I don't know what else is hijacked, but there probably is more.
Mental illness.
Mental illness. I feel like mental illness has been not hijacked. It has been
The opposite.
discarded. No, it has been discarded. There is no more mental illness unless they use mental illness to attack the sane people. Like, for example,
Like
us.
Kanye.
Yeah. 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 If you say something sane or, you're awake,
They say you're insane.
yeah, they might use mental illness for you. But if you say you're a elephant or something, that you are born as a kangaroo,
And I'm a kangaroo.
you're a perfectly sane person.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I would say I would say the mental illness word is halfly discarded and halfly used to what I just said against sane people. But it's discarded regarding the real mental patients. The use for it has been discarded for the
Yeah.
real mental patients. So that is an inversion. That is an inversion that has happened there. They're
Yeah.
like,
Also there
hmm?
yeah, also there are people who who don't need that description to themselves. Like people who stomp their foots on the doorsteps, and they're like, "Oh, this hurts. I need some antidepressants because I feel bad now." That kind of stuff. Like
Yeah.
you get yelled at in the street, and somehow you're anxious now, and life is scary, and you need some. Guess what? Antidepressants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's and then you uh identify now as a mentally ill person. Like whenever you meet somebody, you don't say, "Hey, my name is," no. First of all, you say you're depressed. You have dealt with anxiety your entire life. It's so sad to be you. You don't want to be me. That kind of
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
The currency in victimhood. There is a currency in being a victim or having some kind of a diagnosis.
Also, I agree. I do not want to be any of those people. First of all, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point. No, I don't, man. I don't want to be you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but you want the possibility, like you want the, what do you say? You want to know if that thing exists. Like if I'm in heaven and everything is good,
Hmm.
I don't know. I would have to have the memory of bad shit. You know what I mean? The memory
I get you. I get you.
must exist for me to for
How
me
do
to
you
be
know it
able.
wouldn't exist?
If it does, then maybe. Yeah, if it does, it sounds a little bit better. But
Also, uh, we are talking about heaven like we're talking about life. That's the problem here. It's like Metal Death, whatever the
yeah.
fuck his name is.
Metal Dead. Yeah.
Last time he started talking about God like he was a human being with emotions and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so evil. He's so evil. It's like he's talking about a human
Yeah.
being.
Yeah, you
You
can't
can't
do
talk
that. That's
about
right.
heaven like it's Earth, like a regular
Yeah,
life.
you're right. So you mean like heaven or whatever would be in a
Different parameters,
yeah, different rule
different,
set.
different, different game setup. Yeah,
Yeah. And the question is, have we been there and then jumped into here? Do you know what I mean?
I do believe that.
So
Definitely believe
why
that.
why hold on. If you believe that,
Hmm.
hold on to that. So you were in heaven and you were live
Not me specifically.
uh-huh.
I would say
Why
the
not?
human race was once in heaven.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Hmm.
because if you don't think that if you were in heaven that you would ever be able to join this realm or another realm because you wouldn't even be interested or it wouldn't even be possible, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Repeat that question.
I'm trying to remember it. Hold on.
Fuck. Okay, hold on.
Hold on. So you think that if you were in heaven, that that you wouldn't even want to join us a reality like this, and even if you wanted to join, you couldn't because you're stuck in heaven.
So what makes you think that um, you would have those thoughts about you're making it like you have a window and you're looking at other people living their lives and you're just poor you stuck in heaven with all the happiness and all the pleasures of life there, and you're
Sounds so
seeing all
wrong.
other people going through shit,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, I don't want these women and all these fucking, no, I don't want this.
Hold
I
on, hold
want
on.
to go
Do
down
we
there.
have
Yeah,
women in heaven? That's weird.
I mean, obviously. Wow. So you think dudes go to heaven and women go to hell or some shit?
Hold on. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Women in heaven. that means we have dicks and all the everything, right?
I
Or do we
I thought
just
you were
have
gonna make
dicks?
I thought you were gonna make a joke, but you
Uh,
didn't. It was a beautiful
oh,
opportunity. I thought you were
well,
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, there are women in heaven." So you call that heaven?
if women are there, then they can't be heaven. That
That's a
can't be
very
heaven.
Al Bundy joke.
Yeah, that would have been a no ma'am Al Bundy thing. Yeah. No, no, no. I was thinking about
Come on.
I was
Come on.
thinking about if we have women and men in heaven and we're, fucking and stuff.
Of course, that's what happens usually.
But if we are fucking and stuff. Hold on. What is fucking? What is that? It is two different states, right? You're going from not horny to horny, right?
Mm.
Like the feeling of horniness and not horniness. That has to be distinguished. That thing has to be distinguished from each other, right? So there has to be a lack of horniness and horniness in
How the
heaven.
fuck did you switch to this?
No, I'm just
talking
trying-
about horniness in heaven or some shit.
Well, you said there are women and men in heaven.
How
And then
how do you know that you would have that switch in heaven? How do you know you won't be like?
otherwise you would be horny constantly. Can't be horny constantly, can you?
Why not?
I mean,
If there are a
can't
lot
be-
of women there.
you can't be on all the time. What are you, like a pole? It never ends either. And all you do is fuck. Man, are we really in heaven then? If we're fucking in heaven, that feels more like hell. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but that would be a thing I would think I would see in heaven. A bunch of what do you call it?
Mermaid.
Degenerate stuff. Everybody's fucking around. That sounds more like hell. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's good, but it's bad.
Well, that's not my first idea of heaven, but and that's not my first idea when I said women. I just you may never have that feeling, even. You never know. You may even not have it if you don't want to have it. How about that?
Hold on. Let me
If
ask you
If
this.
it's heaven, then all your requests should be very attainable, right? So if you ask for something, you should have it.
Yeah, I don't buy
feeling-
the gen. I
The
don't buy the
feeling
gen.
of not-
I don't buy the genders in heaven. You know why?
Okay.
How do we know that we are the gender we are? Like, you and me, we're men, right? But maybe, like, let's say a woman.
Hold on there, man. Jeez. Hold on, man. Stay with me, man. You're about to cross the line, man. Hold
How
on,
do we
man.
know we are men? I mean,
Oh, here, there you go. You crossed the line, man.
no, what I mean is our
Talking
soul,
about things you can't be, right? Earlier, bored and
no,
shit.
is
So
our
it can be a
soul
little-
is our soul tied to a gender? Do you know what I mean? It sounds a little bit
Oh
ridiculous.
God.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
true.
sound very.
I'm
yeah.
gender fluid, man.
You sound gender fluid right now.
Yeah, maybe
My
I am.
soul, man.
Yeah, I mean, the whole gender thing is probably a thing in this realm, isn't it? In this realm that we're living in, this
And
reality.
in heaven, you can switch from being a dude and you can switch.
I don't know what you gotta
can
have.
actually be gender fluid.
Yeah, what you gonna have gender for in that realm in heaven? What you gonna
You
do
don't
with
want
that?
to be you as you right now. In heaven.
I mean, it would be weird to see me fucking in heaven. And what if somebody sees me? Or
What
do we
kind of
have?
questions are these? How
Do I have-
fucked up are you, man?
do I have like a private room we can go to where nobody can see, not even God? Or is God watching?
Dude, for a
Hey,
guy who doesn't like the degeneracy, you talk about fucking a lot, man.
well, I'm just playing with the thoughts. You know what I mean? You know why I'm doing that? You know
Yeah.
why I'm doing that? The sound is going nuts. Oh, now it's good.
I think
Okay.
it's the internet because you lagged as well now
Okay.
when my sound
Okay.
went
Yeah. Now you got a little bit
lag as
blurry.
well.
Yeah. I'm just, in the quest of trying to figure shit out, you gotta have to ask these crazy questions that sounds ridiculous. Like the question I'm asking, like, will I be fucking in heaven? And will somebody see me doing that? Or will I not even care if somebody sees me because we all do it?
Yeah, but you're talking about heaven like it's your concept is like people just can see each other and there's no homes and there's no you
Yeah.
can your heaven can be just you and whomever you choose to be there. You can just start as a one guy in a certain place of your choosing. You know why heaven is heaven? Because it's a place that you choose to have with people that you choose because it's
Okay,
your
hold on.
heaven.
Hold on.
You think
Let me
that
ask.
you think that me and you are gonna see each other in heaven. I don't want to see you, man. I want to live my own life there.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me dive into that. Let me dissect that. You're talking about I can choose who I want to be with and this and that.
Mhm.
What if they don't want to be with me? I choose them, but they don't want to be with me. Who's gonna win? Or will I get a simulated version of the people I want
But
to
that's not
hang
a good
around?
mentality to have
No, I'm
because
just
someone
being,
like that will never be in heaven. If you're forcing yourself onto people that they don't themselves want to be with you, that's kind of weird.
yeah,
That's kind of someone in life who wants to be with a chick and he doesn't want to be with him, so he.
sure, but that would mean that everybody in heaven would want to be with everybody in that case.
So it's perfect. I mean, if Feline wants to be with you and you want to be with Feline, so it's a perfect combo,
Yeah,
and
but
you both deserve each other. That's why you guys in heaven.
well, we
If
should
you have,
also be with everybody else that is also in heaven, since we're all the same over there in heaven. In
that could
that
happen
case,
as well.
so
My take on this is just a theory. That's
I know,
all.
I know, I know. I'm just trying to see if there are holes in that theory, because if you can
You
choose,
yeah.
yes, if you can
I mean,
choose,
you said
that means there are people who wouldn't want to be around you as well in heaven, or
yeah. Hold
something
on.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because if you are someone who would call upon somebody who he knows that they don't want to be around them, because you know if people like you or love you or not, people that are the closest to you, you know if they care about you or not.
Yeah.
Let's be real. So
Yeah.
if you are the type of person who would force somebody to be with, you're not going to be in heaven anyway.
No. I was never talking about force. Now you
Yeah, but
now you're yeah.
that's what it
Now
is.
it's good. Yeah, and I'm not talking about force. I'm talking about the sound is a little bit weird.
So fucking amazing.
Yeah, now it's
God
good.
damn.
Now it's good. No, I'm just saying if everything is perfect in heaven,
Okay.
but I can still choose who I can hang around with,
Hmm.
there must be the it's very hard to say, like the sound, but there must be people. Okay, there must be people that I like. What the hell? That can't be my sound, right? It must be you.
I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, mute it. Mute it? Yeah, it's definitely you. You're still muted though, by the way.
What about now?
Now it's good. Now it's good.
It's better?
Okay. Yeah, now it's good. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. If I can choose who's gonna be, with me and not, then that must mean there are people in heaven that I don't really care for. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Chain Your Tongue? Can we have you on the screen? Man, how do I do this? Hold on.
He said speak your native tongues.
Well, I have several. I don't know how many Ashman has.
What do you mean?
Pin. Hold on. Ah, cool. Cool. I can speak Swedish and a little bit of Persian. And you have Tunisian and English, right, Ashman?
Tunisian, English, Arabic, and French.
Ah, you have 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
The
want to know?
hardest one by far is Tunisian.
Is it?
The hardest one. Yeah, only 10 million people speak it. It's not very known, so it's a very
10
hard
million
dialect.
people in like supposedly 8 billion people. I don't know though, after the Sniffles 19 jabs, I don't know how many people there are left. I don't even know if there was 8 billion to begin with. You know what I mean? Let me say this to you quickly. Let me say this to you quickly. You know, when and this might be weird, and I don't know if I've said this before. How do I know? Like when I've watched a concert, let's say I watched Freddie Mercury's Live Aid or whatever, in Wembley Stadium. I've tried to count the first row of people, and I get to like 70, 80 people in the first row. And I'm like, okay, that's 70, and that's 140, that's 210. I'm like, how the fuck is this 70 or 80,000 people? How do I know that's the real count? What if they just say that to, I don't know, make it look good? We have 70,000 people. Who can keep count anyways? Like, who can confirm that? You know what I mean? Like, what if... Yes?
True, yeah.
Right? How do we know? How do we know that? So, how do we know there is 8 billion people? How can we know that? We can't know that, right?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Do you think it's way off or just not that much way off of the real number?
What if there's only 4 billion? And now after Sniffle 19,
half.
After this, now it's like 3 billion. How do we know? How do we know?
I mean,
right? Because let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Because there is an agenda, right? Take it easy with the words because we're still on YouTube. There is an agenda that there is a lot of people around, right? Right?
Yeah, over.
Yeah, over, you know what? Oversaturated. Huh?
Which is funny enough, Elon Musk doesn't even believe, which is a weird
he doesn't.
win. Yeah, he doesn't believe in over. Yeah, he says that he's more than enough room for double and triple what we are now.
Yeah, I don't know who else said that too. There was somebody else that said that too.
Which goes with the theory of there's a lot more land than they are telling us. And if that's true, then his SpaceX shenanigans are useless.
Yeah, right?
Right? I mean, what the fuck do you want to go to Mars, man? If there is more land.
And if the climate is what as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That doesn't work as well with over, They don't want it to be over
Yeah, if the
I mean,
climate
but
thing,
off to the point of like when people were dying and shit, and the sniffles
sniffles,
bullshit.
yeah,
I'm sure that
sniffles
guy was
19.
happy, you know. So yeah,
Mm? So if Elon says there is way more land than there is people, and if he also confirms, I don't know if he has done that, but if he confirms that the climate thing is, you know what, bullshit, then why are you trying to go to Mars? Like you said, there is no reason to go to Mars, right?
in the latest interview with him of Joe Rogan, I think I've heard him say about the climate change. It's not. He said this in a lot of interviews actually. It's not as horrible as they make it to be.
What
That's
is
his point
the
of view. He never
overpopulation?
said, no, the climate.
Ah,
It's not as scary or as dangerous as they say it is.
yeah, I take
That's what
that as it's bullshit. Yes. That's what I.
because the Tesla stocks will plummet. So
Yeah, you can't go out and say, "Hey, the
yeah.
climate is bullshit." You know what I mean? You can't do that. But anyways, let's get back to this. How do we know? How do we know that there is 8 billion people on this world? Anyways, how do we know that it's not just them saying it is to make us believe it's overpopulated, so that they can do the electronic slavery control system on us?
I mean, fair point. To a smaller magnitude, I can justify the stadiums being full, the seats, number of seats,
Yeah,
they can add up. People sit in seats. You can add them up to 50,000, 60,000, whatever the stadium holds. Now, with
yeah,
that
the
being
seat.
said, if you calculate that on a bigger scale like the Earth, I'm not sure how accurate that is. It's
Yes.
just like, what's the thing? Gravity.
Yeah.
For some
Gravity.
reason, you can just measure gravity at a planetary level, which is weird. They can never measure it on like small spaces or small areas.
Right?
Just
Isn't
yeah,
that part of science, that you have to be able to recreate it on a smaller scale to confirm it, or some shit like that? Isn't that
yeah,
part of science?
exactly.
So if you can't
Uh,
do that with the whole Earth and all of it, gravity and all that shit, then you have nothing according to your own thing with science. You had it,
yeah,
you know. Well, they think they can do that with CGI. Look, I made this in PS2 graphics for you. Here is the Earth, you know. Believe it. Believe it. No, I don't believe it. I believe it just as much as I do Santa Claus, because it's the same. It's the same thing. It's not real. You know what I mean? So where were we going with this? Where were we going with this? How did we end up
I
here?
hold on, I'll tell you. I had
Oh, you
a
Tunisia, and 10 million people spoke that language. That was what it was.
nice memory. I
Yeah.
had a yeah, you can tell this guy didn't take the fucking jab, you know? Anyway.
Why would my memory go away?
Well, allegedly that's what happens. Anyway, uh the sad thing about, for example, Elon Musk, God forbid, I'm not a fan of the guy, but I don't want something bad to happen to him.
Yeah.
If he is on his deathbed and he suddenly just says all of this was bullshit and the Earth is this shape and they
Yeah.
lied about 1960 something with a rocket
Yeah.
going to some place full
Yeah.
of cheese and
The moon
wonders,
landing.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you know what they'll say? They're gonna
No.
pull a Kanye on the guy.
Kanye
He's
West.
just crazy. Yeah. They're gonna
They
say he's
will do it.
insane, like the guy who was what's his name? That was making his fingers long and he was insane. He was pissing in cups and stuff. The fuck is that
Hold
guy's
on.
name?
Ooh.
The scientist, you know what I mean? The scientist who went crazy, Howard Hughes, something like that. Hughes something.
I don't know. Should I
Remember his
Google it?
name.
Stephen Hawking. What are you talking about?
Oh no, not the pedo, the other guy, the fucking.
Yeah, can you
No, the
believe that guy has been in
guy.
Epstein's Island? Stephen
do.
Hawking? You do?
Yeah. I mean, he can't. Women are too tall for him, man. He needs a small.
Yeah,
human
but how
beings.
does he? How does he? You know, how does he communicate? Like,
How do you know that he doesn't
Take-
still be able to
take
communicate?
off my pants. Yeah, who
Isn't
knows?
this
Maybe he pretended not to be able to speak. I mean, he kind of did look fucked up. You know what I mean? That's an
Believe me.
act.
any
That's
of his family somehow stumbles upon this video? These are just what are the assumptions? They may be horrible assumptions, but still assumptions. You know.
Do you think people they kind of give him a pass on the Epstein Island thing with Stephen Hawking because they think they feel sorry for him and shit like that? Do you
I
think?
mean, he's dead anyway, so
Yeah. But even if he was alive, do you think people would have cared about him doing
really,
whatever the
no.
fuck he did over there in Epstein's Island?
Nobody would give a shit, man. It's just they're like, yeah, Steven, yeah, okay, Steven. Steven is a pedophile. So anyway, what did you do today?
You know, why is that? Is it because also, even if he did do fucked up stuff, it wasn't really him doing it, was it? I mean, the dude can't even move. Do you know what I mean? Whoever is doing whatever with him, it's not really him do it, you know, for do you know what I mean? Like he's not
He wanted it, bro, right?
what do you
Let's
say?
say he wanted it. Let's say he wanted it.
Yeah.
Let's say he wanted it.
Yeah.
So let's say he can't function. Nothing in his body functions. He just can speak with a computer, right?
Yeah. That's pretty
And
much.
he types, "Hey, little boy, undress
These
for me."
words. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Pinocchio. We're talking about Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And he said that.
said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's just
Doesn't make him.
asking. Yeah, no, it's not making him a good person. But I'm trying to figure out why people would be less outraged on him doing that thing.
Because they never expected it from him. All right.
Yeah, but also because he's kind of handicapped, kinda. That. Anyways, let's move on from him. Well, how did we come into this again? How the hell did we come? We talked about Elon, and then we ended up in Epstein.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen Hawking, something. No. You were talking about some scientist, something.
Hughes. Howard Hughes.
What about that guy? What was it with that guy?
He went crazy towards his last days. He was growing his nails to insane amounts, and he was pissing in his jars.
That's nasty.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
in the
nasty.
jars. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember one of Elon's engineers compared him to. He said he's a modern day Howard Hughes, and then he remembered what happened to that guy, and then he apologized to Elon Musk. He talked about this story on Joe Rogan. This guy is supposedly like an astronaut, and he saw the Earth, and he says it's so beautiful from space. And he said to Joe, "Oh, you should have seen it." And Joe was like dumbfounded as usual.
Yeah.
I wish Eddie Bravo was in that. Imagine if Eddie Bravo talks to an astronaut. How fun would that be?
Oh, we have Eddie Bravo. Where is he? Here. Talking about the E Island. Should we watch it a little bit? Test it out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hat guy.
There's a
conspiracy
lady
theory.
in jail for sex trafficking.
And Jimmy would acknowledge it.
To no one. Like there's no one who's been arrested that she sex trafficked to.
You hear this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Aaron's saying. Well, there's a list that's out.
who knows if it's fake? I don't know. It could be a fake list.
They
Who
threw
knows?
that poor
But
fucking handicapped
but
man.
Chris Tucker's on that list. And they asked Chris Tucker on a podcast, "What's up with you being on the list?" He didn't do what Jimmy Kimmel said. Jimmy Kimmel said it's a fake list. Who cares what that list says? It's fake.
Right.
Chris Tucker goes, "Yeah, I did go on that flight, but we went to Africa and I went with a bunch of diplomats. I didn't know who this fucking Epstein guy was." Like Chris Tucker says, like, "I had no idea. We were on this plane. We were going to Africa, do some diplomatic shit, and turns out he's not I didn't know."
Well, they definitely got people connected to him by using famous people.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
So,
like,
my
if
point
you
was,
find out-
Chris Tucker basically
Confirmed
that the list was like legit because he's on it.
Right. There's this dude that was inviting me to this conference once, and he was like, Kanye West is going to be there. I'm like, oh, Kanye West is going to be there. Next thing you know, you're there, right?
Yes.
And if you don't know who's there, and some dude, this was just a conference. It was like a tech conference.
I wonder how it started, this whole Epstein thing, because let's say you're Kanye West or whatever, and let's say you're not into the bad things, but they get you to that island, and then they get something on you, and now you're stuck. Now, whenever they want you to that island, you will be there because they want to use you as bait for other people that are fans of yours that has also made it and became stars or whatever. They're like, oh, like he said, Kanye West is there. They're like, oh yeah, yeah, okay, I want to go. I want to join I want to travel there. And then they do the same thing they did with Kanye, with me. And then somebody else is a fan of me. And I have to go to that island. And then they hear that I'm going to that island. Then they want to go to that island. And is that how it starts? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how did it start?
Why do you think? So your point is that you'd say some of those people were cheated to
Might be,
like
yes,
scammed or
absolutely,
blackmailed by
I
doing
think,
nothing?
listen, if I was gullible and and if I was famous and did not know about these evil stuff going on and what technologies they have and whatever, they could have probably trapped me in some way. Like I don't think all of them are initially bad intended. I think some of them have been trapped into it somehow. I don't know how that works, but I don't think all of them that went to that island is evil. I don't think so. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. Or they are all evil. I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's I mean, even if those people who we have a saying in they say it in Arabic, it translates to, let's say I witness you doing something bad and I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Me not saying anything makes me
you
just like you. Exactly. Just like you, or even worse. So
yeah, I
there
believe
are
in that.
morals and life principles. So if some of those people were there, trust me, they wanted to be there. Because
yeah,
I mean,
regardless, I totally believe in that thing, that if you hang around a bad person and you know that that person is bad and has done bad things, and you still are around that person, even though you haven't done anything, you will get the karma, whatever you want to say, with that. You know what I mean? You will get whatever energy, maybe not as badly as the guy that actually committed the bad things, maybe not as bad, but you will get some of that, I believe, because I still think the guy who actually did the bad things is even worse than the guy just hanging with him or her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I still don't have respect for the other guy. You know, it's just I don't know, man. How do you
absolutely.
even trust a person like that, or even look at that guy's direction or that woman's direction? If they just look at something like those people who looked at what that guy did, Weinstein, that
Oh, you
producer.
mean the whole Hollywood?
Yeah, everybody.
All of
I
Hollywood.
mean, to be fair, which is this one is shocking. The only one who is extremely famous who went against Weinstein was Brad Pitt, which is funny
Was it?
because
I
you'd
didn't-
think that guy would be the first. There was a story. Joe Rogan talked about it as well. Weinstein was talking to his girlfriend at the time, and he was trying to do something, stuff like that. And she looked at him like a dad, and she was so shocked, and she was shaking. So she went and told Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt at the time was a very beginning actor. Like he wasn't that big, you know.
Mm.
And Weinstein was everything, like the biggest production company in Hollywood. So at
Mm.
that time, somebody like that starting his career would have said, "Hey, Mr. Weinstein, what do you want? You want her to? Yeah, I can make that happen." He would sell
But
her out, you know. But he went to the guy and he said, "If you ever make her feel uncomfortable again, I'm gonna kill you. I know where you live, and I will actually kill you. I don't care about my
Brad
career. I don't
Pitt
care
said
about
that.
anything." Yeah. So,
That's weird because he did
and
look
she talked
nervous.
about it
Yeah.
when
When Ricky Gervais talked about, the whole Epstein thing. I mean, maybe he was nervous about something else. I don't know. But he did look nervous, Brad Pitt.
I mean, to be fair, when he was asked about this situation, he was never the one who promoted him threatening the guy. His girlfriend did, and a lot of other people did tell the story. But he himself was, whenever he was asked about it, he said, "I did what anybody else would have done." That's what his answer was.
Brad Pitt said that
Yeah, he
regarding
never said, "I did this and this," and told the whole story, like fucking promoted it and felt proud. Even when the guy was taken to jail, that was his perfect moment to do that, wasn't it? That was the perfect moment for you to look like a hero.
Yeah.
And he was like, plus, I'm sure it was legal stuff because he actually threatened the guy to kill him, so
Yeah.
he made it
Oprah
nice.
though. Oprah though.
Oh God, no,
She's like
dude.
best friends with that guy. But anyways, let's
Oprah and The
continue.
Rock and
Yeah, The
Quincy
Rock.
Jones as well.
There's
Those
something
fuckers.
with The Rock there's something with The Rock
He's a politician, man.
No,
Dude,
no.
I watched
There's
his
something.
entire podcast with Joe Rogan. I was just curious. I was like,
Yeah.
so this guy is in a very normal setting now. He
Yeah.
can just talk. He can be himself. Nope.
He's not, right?
So fake.
Right.
So fake. Dude,
That's what I
when he was asked about anything, like
yeah.
the conflict in the Middle East, everything, genders, a lot of stuff, like Joe, fucking anything, he will always give this weird, kind of
Answer.
charismatic answer.
Yeah.
He's talented. He'll make you like him. He'll make you smile a little bit, and he won't give you anything. You won't know what he actually feels like.
Yeah.
And
The Rock.
that situation. The only thing that was funny was he said that I remember growing up, I used to have friends who were Republican and friends who were Democrats. And says he now I have friends who like the T-Man, and I have friends who like Brandon. And Joe was like, "Hold on, you have friends who voted for Brandon?" And Brandon was like, "Oh no, not voted. They used to, they did vote, but now they don't like him anymore." And he was just agreeing with
Very
Joe.
sneaky. Was
Extremely
it very
sneaky.
sneaky?
Extremely sneaky. And the conflict in the Middle East is
Yeah,
like,
I don't like
I
that
want
guy.
the shooting to stop. I just want the shooting. And Joe was digging deep, trying to, because he knows about this stuff.
Stop,
And The Rock
Yasin.
was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yasin,
Yasin, are you Arabic? That sounds
how
like
much you want
Arabic.
that guy is Algerian?
Algerian.
Yeah.
Are you Algerian, Yasin?
I have a feeling that he is.
But going back to The Rock, there is something with his whole way of behavior that I can't stand people like that, because they put on a mask almost, they behave in a certain way that is very, he gives a lot of fake smiles, or
He has one of
He's
the
a-
best fake smiles ever.
right, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It comes up and
Perfect.
almost looks like a real smile.
Yeah. Also, did you see the Cat Williams thing that happened?
Yeah, a
Went
bit.
viral.
A bit.
I mean,
That
he made a point that that was very.
yeah,
that
he
one
talked
was
about black men wearing dresses and stuff like that.
that.
By the way, hold on, I got that one. Hold on, let me.
A lot of fucking actors wore dresses, man, and I didn't even realize that until I watched the list, and literally the only two were Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle, the only two famous people that didn't wear dresses in skits or in movies.
Let me
The
show it to you.
only.
Let me show it to you. I made a video.
Vince, he's
Huh?
he's Moroccan, Vince. Close enough, neighbor.
It's Moroccan.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the first time I'm talking to a Moroccan, I think.
North African.
Look at
Get it.
this. Look
Okay.
at this. Look at this guy, okay? When Cat Williams said that there was an agenda to put men in dresses, he wasn't lying, man. He was not lying.
Talk about that in a moment. Right now, as they arrive at the fucking God, she's standing by
Look at his face. Look at his face. Do you see what he's wearing? Hold on.
Underneath.
Let me make it bigger for you. It might be too small for you to see through my screen. Hold on.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw it. I can see it. I can see it. That's wild.
right now, as they arrive at the fucking God, she's standing by
Look at his face.
Why does he look like he was forced to do this?
Right? Right? Man, those eyes are saying a lot, man. This is amongst the worst things you can do to a straight man. It literally is. You're humiliating this man right here, making him wear that dress. I feel bad for him.
right now, as they arrive at the fucking God, she's standing by the
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm sorry. It's hard. It's hard. Are we supposed to just like act as if everything is normal?
Wait a minute. Wait.
You already have a ring, but what would a win today?
Wait.
What would that be? That means a lot. One ring is good. Second ring, especially in Philly, is legendary. We get two. You get two.
Acting as if everything is normal.
Especially against my second.
Okay. All right.
One ring is good, two is better. Today they're facing off against the coach you drafted, Andy Reid.
Oh man, shit. I was getting teary, man. Hold on. I was getting teary.
I am too. Look at this.
Oh man.
Uh,
Oh shit. Okay. Need to get a grip, man. Get a grip. So they're forcing that guy to wear a dress. Now, I hope for his sake he's gay. Because if he's gay, you know, it's a little bit easier to look like that. You know? But if he's straight, If he's straight,
Oh,
that's one
fuck.
of the worst thing you can do to a man. Right? One of the
Yeah.
worst things you can do to a man to put you in a dress when you don't want to be in a one. You know what I mean? Why would you want to put a straight man into a dress? What the fuck, man? So
I
yeah,
think it's a tactic.
what tactics? Like just showing that they can
To,
control you?
control you and emasculate you, you know, and they can
Yeah.
do it.
Bring you down, right? Bring your confidence down, like everything. Bring it down.
I mean, from that point on, you can't talk about masculinity. You just can't. Imagine the moment they make you wear a dress in Hollywood, you cannot sit with a straight face in any interview and say, "Oh, masculinity and men, and as a man, I have to do this." You can't start the word as a man after wearing a dress in a movie for millions
No.
of people to see for a paycheck. So you sold yourself.
Yeah.
And
This-
Kevin Hart said, "There's boundaries I wouldn't cross," and then
And yet he did,
he
right?
wore a dress in SNL. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. Yet he did wear a dress and all that. But this
And
looks, yeah.
he like he has this weird competition thing where he wants to be the best no matter what, and he
Kevin Hart.
was making rumors about Cat Williams being on drugs. That's why they don't cast him anymore. And he said it on the Shannon interview with that guy.
Hmm.
Said they were making rumors about me, and he said, "Dude, I have kids. The only drug I do is weed. I never did." And Kevin Hart was going crazy, like producers fired Cat Williams because he did a lot of heavy drugs. He said,
Mm. So you think the Kevin Hart guy said that to get rid of Cat Williams somehow or something, maybe, or ruin
"Dude,
it?
when Cat Williams was the bomb, Kevin Hart didn't even exist. He was just trying to find stand-up gigs and trying to do all those SNL sketch bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
some. Cat Williams was, yeah. And people want to move up with chain, and a lot of people don't have morals. You know, they just, I'll step on the guy, and I don't care if he's a friend or. Which is the only buddy that I actually respect is Dave Chappelle, because that guy he's funny. He doesn't care about anybody, and
One. Yeah.
and you have this weird competition concept, or what are you trying to say?
One thing I don't like with Dave Chappelle was during the Sniffles 19 year in 2020.
Mhm.
He was doing that. He was doing some BLM show or whatever. I don't know what it was. It was one of his. He did a little comedy show. I think it was in George Floyd's name, some shit like that. He was playing along with the whole George Floyd thing for a while.
Mhm.
And from
But
the
he made a
things
lot
I've
of
heard,
stand-ups making fun of it later.
no,
right?
no, I don't know, but he totally made the worst stand-up show ever. It wasn't even funny. He sat there for, I don't know, 15 minutes or half an hour. I don't know what he did, but it was catastrophically bad. But yeah, after that though, he's been becoming better. He's taking jabs at the tea people. Have you heard say tea women are women? Have you heard this people say tea women are women? Have you heard that? Tea women are women.
I mean, I hear it, but I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with the movement. If there's like a big fucking,
No.
is it a hashtag or?
A lot of those type of people, they say tea women are women, And you just say, if they were, why do you need to say tea in front of them? Why don't you say woman?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Simple. If they were woman, why do you have to say tea? Just say woman, but you can't. That's why.
Just like racism, man. Just don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. If you
Yeah.
talk about it, then racism will happen.
Yeah, because when you talk about something, it gets projected inside of your head. When I say a big, fat, greasy steak with mashed potatoes and gravy and a
Goat
Coca-Cola,
cheese.
yeah, and a fucking goat cheese on. What happens in your
And a glass of milk straight from the fucking cow. For say
Okay,
from the tit.
that sounds a little bit like khaki style farmer type of thing, but yeah, whatever rocks your boat. If you
The
need,
best milk, man. The best milk
Yeah.
ever. Those BlackRock motherfuckers ruined milk for us. You know that? You don't like
Probably.
milk, I assume, right? You don't like the taste of
I
it?
don't drink. No,
Processed
no.
milk.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit weird.
Metallic. It tastes metallic.
Yeah, there's something weird with it.
Never
Are you
does it
saying?
taste biological milk, like natural, not like human milk. I'm talking about cow milk. If you get the chance to taste that, do it, and you'll be like, okay, what is this milk? Is this what milk tastes like?
Is it that much different?
Extremely different.
Okay, yeah,
What-
probably. I mean, what have they not poisoned? But going back to what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Going back to what we just talked about, all of those things, we're talking about the steak, the gravy, the mashed potatoes, the milk, whatever. Whenever I've said this before probably, whenever you hear words, an image gets created in your brain, right? When I say steak, mashed potatoes, gravy, big fat pussy, you know?
I knew you're gonna go there, but yeah.
You get the
Why
image,
did I
right?
know that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably know me now. Yeah. So that gets projected into your head with images or whatever. Same goes with racism. When we hear racism, the thing about racism gets inside of our heads. You know, they're constantly putting that inside of our heads. That's why they're doing advertisement and promotions and stuff, because it goes into your head, right? How many times haven't you watched something and you weren't going to buy that product? Let's say it's fast food or whatever it is, something really bad. You weren't going to buy it, but since you saw a really good commercial on it that really hit the right spot, you're like,
yeah,
maybe I should go and buy one of those one time only, you know, crispy chicken or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the best kind of commercials are from the people that you like, and they are using a product for their own, let's say sport, for example. Let's say Mike Tyson is promoting gloves, and you see Mike Tyson hitting the bag, and he says, "These are the ones I choose to have.
Yeah,
these are very quick, and I like them. You should buy them.
Yeah,
buy these." And that's it. And you buy them.
Yeah, and that's probably
I like
because
those kind of commercials.
Yeah, that's probably because you like the person and you trust the person, right? You like the person, you trust the person.
He talks about a product he
uses.
Boxing, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, those are the best. But you know what I would want in a commercial, if I ever want a commercial, I just want it to be honest. Like, I know, like, they start like this. I know you don't want to see this shit, okay? But I got to make money, and so does this guy, okay? So here we got this product, okay? I know you don't want to watch this. But listen, this product does this, that. It's not that good on this thing. But on these 3 things, it's very good. Can you please check it out? Okay? Please? Bye. You know, something that is... something that is honest.
Any sponsors watching this? Stamped.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I want to see.
If you want your product to be successful, hit up that guy right there. Look at him. The guy who's laughing right there.
That's
He'll
what
give
I
you the
want to
best
see.
promo.
I
Sales
swear.
through the roof.
I swear. I would
Dude,
watch
you
a
reminded me
commercial.
of Andrew Tate. Did you see him when he was super young? He just won his first fucking kickboxing, and a company was sponsoring him.
Mhm.
And him explaining the sponsor just like you explained it right now. He's like,
Oh, really?
so this is that's paying me because I'm a champion. So they're paying me to promote their stuff to you guys. And he was explaining every bit of the fucking.
That's great.
You can even see the video. I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, really? What should I type? Do you
Exactly
know?
what you said right.
I don't know. What did I say?
Type Andrew Tate first sponsor.
First sponsor.
He'll be on the car. Yeah, that short.
Short. Maybe take this one. Maybe. Yeah.
Put on the
My
video.
name is Andrew Tate. I am kickboxing world champion, and I'm sponsored by Sidekick. And Sidekick pay me money to talk about how amazing Sidekick is. But there's no point in talking about how amazing Sidekick is unless you all know who I am. Because unless you know I'm amazing, my endorsement doesn't mean anything. So I've decided in this video that they're paying me to do, I'm going to talk about myself. This is a magazine with me on the front being amazing because I'm the best kickboxer in the world. This is a world title, and this means that I am the best kickboxer in the world. Now, because I'm so fucking cool, I actually have 2 world titles at 2 different weights. So while you're best in the world at nothing, you're not even the best in your town at anything, I'm the best in the world twice. This is a Range Rover Sport, and that is an Aston Martin V8 Vantage Sidekick.
Now I will say this. I will say this.
How can you love this guy? I'm just like
I think this is hilarious to watch as a commercial. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious to watch as a commercial, but I think also when he goes and says, "You are nothing," that's bad. You know what I mean? When he says, like,
is it?
You suck. I am the best. That's bad. You know why? Yeah, it is. Because that can be seen. They can take offense to that and say, fuck you, you know? Fuck you. I don't care. Yeah, you're good at kickboxing. Ooh, who cares? You know? Like, I think that can trigger people not buying whatever he was trying to sell. But I still think it was super hilarious to see a commercial like that. I don't know how well it will work because of that thing.
Okay.
Said. What do you say?
I mean, what did he promote? If I didn't even see.
I don't even know.
He promoted
a magazine?
I think it's related.
Did he promote the
Sidekick?
magazine?
I don't know. Maybe a supplement company, perhaps. I don't know.
Hold on, let me watch that again.
Sidekick, pay me money. My name is Andrew Tate. I am kickboxing world champion, and I'm sponsored by Sidekick. And Sidekick, pay me money to talk about how amazing Sidekick is. But there's no point in talking about how amazing Sidekick is unless you all know who I am. Because unless you know I'm amazing, my endorsement doesn't mean anything. So I've decided in this video that they're paying me to do, I'm going to talk about myself. This is a magazine with me on the front being amazing because I'm the best kickboxer in the world.
It's not about a
This is a world title, and this means that I am the best kickboxer in the world. Now, because I'm so fucking cool, I actually have 2 world titles at 2 different weights. So while you're best in the world at nothing, you're not even the best in your town at anything.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing I think will go bad with the people.
He's always been like that. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, this raw.
And to me, that is, listen, I've said this before regarding Trump as well. What better way to know if somebody's authentic than to look at their past and see if their behavior is still matching with today. Of course, you're not the same person, but the behavior is still similar. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the same with Trump. His behavior is still the same. That is the best way to determine if somebody is real or not. Because if somebody's flip-flopping in their behavior, just like that guy, The Rock, The Rock, the guy,
Yeah.
that guy, So that guy, he doesn't come across authentic because he's having a mask all the time. But
Yeah.
with guys like this, there is a track record of them being the same. That proves they are themselves. Because you can't keep an act that way. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're The Rock. He apparently keeps that act constantly, but maybe he's just
yeah.
Coco. I don't know.
Also, your point when you said some people will take offense to that.
Yeah.
He's promoting. I think the company already knows what this guy's character is like, and they already knows that his people are very thick-skinned, and they get motivated by stuff like that.
Ah.
And
Okay.
I guarantee you, they told him to go even harder than this.
Yeah.
Because those sponsors know, man. They know if you have like a certain market for stuff like him, the company will know, and they'll know that what type of people. I mean, folks who searched for makeup and stuff like that won't watch this video. People who get offended easily. So.
No. But anyways, going back to commercials. Yeah. I still want to see honest commercials over these absolute fake ones. In Sweden, we got these commercials where this lady, she has this voice which is super made up. Oh, come to this hotel. Like, I can't even do it. They put on this absolutely fake kind of seductive. Come to hotel. I'm like, shut up. It's fucking annoying. So I want if I'm gonna have to watch commercials, it has to be honest. Otherwise, off with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's impossible, man. Especially TV show commercials. No way.
I know. I don't know why it seems to work. It seems to work for regular people.
They want to sell to the NBCs, man.
Yeah, the NBCs.
They don't want to sell to regular people. No.
Yeah,
they don't want to sell to.
Right? They seem to like that. The NPCs seem to like being lied to or spoken to in a certain way. I don't know what it is. They seem to love that. You know what I mean?
And old people too. Old people tend to love TV shows. They love late night shows, like Jimmy Fallon and that bullshit. We have the ones in Tunisia here, and it's dude. I hate TV so much. The only thing I watch in TV, it's Al Jazeera to keep up with the
news,
a certain country's news, stuff like that, and those. The POVs are amazing because they like release all the videos of what actually happening on the ground, and I watch those to keep up.
What was it called? POVs?
Okay, POV. It's a point of view.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So all the soldiers and yeah.
And is those real? Are those real?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, dude. Just the other day, one of the guys from the press of Al Jazeera lost his 2 kids. He's Palestinian. He lost his 2 kids. And,
really?
Yeah, and dude, they show the bodies and they show everything. Just search Al Jazeera, bro. It's scary stuff. But I watch that stuff. But I never watched that happy fakeness bullshit of the late night shows where for 10 minutes they were just best friends all of a sudden, him and the guests, and they've known for years. And when I watch that, I look at my dad and I'm like, what is this?
What is this
Do you
crap?
think they're friends? What is they're trying to convince you that they're actually friends and they know each other? And you know when the camera says cut and the director says cut, it's over.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. The amount of fakeness, I can't handle that fakeness, man.
What
I
is it
can't.
with fakeness that we don't like? What is it?
It's like, oh man, I can't even say this word again. The V, the Vi.
The sniffles
the
jab.
No, the actual sniffles, it's a Vi, right?
Viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fakeness is a Vi. Yeah. Fakeness
Ah,
is that.
fakeness is a virus. Virus.
It's an actual one. It spreads.
Yeah.
So when you, trust me, if you find yourself watching those shows, they're like demonic. They're like rituals. You'll find yourself laughing at Jimmy Fallon. You'll find yourself agreeing with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
And then you find
Not
yourself,
me, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, of course. You'll find
Yeah.
yourself wanting to watch more and more and more.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to. Dude, have you ever found yourself singing a song that you hate? Because I have. Because I found myself listening at the radio and they were
Yeah.
playing some horrible song and I shut that stuff down.
Yeah.
And then I found myself repeating what I
That's
heard
it.
from just a
Yeah.
fucking. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
They play
Yeah.
these mind games, these radio and TVs in Hollywood. They know what they're doing, man. They know these rituals that fuck up your mind and they poison you to the point
Yeah.
where you really you don't even want to sing or you don't even want to remember a certain show.
You
And
know
find
what
yourself
just came to my
remembering
mind?
what?
Regarding a song that I don't want to like or want to have in my head. That motherfucking Lady Gaga. Rah, 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 rah. My sha, ma, 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 rah, 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 rah. That sounds like a satanic chant. Yaw, 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 yaw. But that can stick in your head.
Yes.
It can. Especially if you're not aware of what the hell's going on. Like if you're not aware of these demons. And even then it can stick inside of your head, you know? But yeah, music is a weird thing. Music and sound in general. It doesn't even have to be notes. It can just be, sound. Somebody making a funny sound.
Being hypnotized is a real thing. Being hypnotized is a.
Yeah.
And there are great examples in the world of hypnotism. What's the word? Hypnotization.
Maybe that word.
Hypnotism.
Hypnotization.
Hypnotization. People.
Hypnotization.
Hypnotization.
Hypnosis. Hypnosis.
That's
Maybe
something else.
that word.
Maybe.
In the world
You
of
can find-
hypnosis.
Yeah. You can find a lot of people who quit smoking, quit drinking, all that stuff. Those methods, you know.
Yeah, but you know the thing with smoking, it's just that you don't want to quit, you know. If you want to quit, you will quit smoking. It's just that you don't want to.
I mean,
yeah,
you
but I
have
get
to
what you're saying.
you have to take yourself from that.
Yeah.
So you belong in a group that smokes. You have to take yourself from that group. You're like
For sure.
not
That's
I don't want to smoke anymore. It's I'm not a smoker. It's not when you meet people I've been sober out of smoking for like 3 to 4 months and you're counting. No. Just say I don't smoke cigarettes. Just don't acknowledge the past. I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker, man. I don't
Yeah.
drink. I'm not a drinker. But if you
Yeah.
drink in the past, I'm not a drinker, man. I don't drink that shit.
Yeah, because
not
the
for me.
now is the only thing that matters. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, what you said there, do not be around a lot of people that smokes because eventually it will catch you.
But again,
Eventually.
Will that work? How long would you be hidden? How long would you hide? I mean, if you find yourself next to a person who's lighting a cigarette up, would you be like pissed off, hey, don't smoke near me? Come on.
No. What I mean, if your entourage or your group of friends are all smokers, and you're not smoking, there will come a time where something pisses you off, and you're like, fuck it, give me a smoke. You know what I mean? For that moment, at least.
True.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
all right, give me one. And maybe you will stop after that one, or maybe not. But
But
yeah,
there are
it's like,
people who don't care. They'll be around people
Sure.
who smoke, and they just quit, and that's it.
but
They
it's
quit.
all about how their mindset is and how much they don't want to do that thing. Like, you have to train your mind to be so against it that even if you're having a shitty ass day, you should still not want to take that cigarette. But
Listen,
but
also, man, sorry to interrupt you. Also, the reasons. What are the reasons you're quitting? There have to be reasons. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If smoking affected my training, I wouldn't smoke anymore because my training is more important than smoking.
exactly,
For
you
some
prioritize.
people, smoking will affect their cardio. It doesn't affect my cardio, but for a lot of people, it does. The heavy breathing and you sense your like chest growling and all that stuff.
Do
You
you
can't
think
breathe properly anymore.
Do you think it depends on what type of smoker you are? Because some smokers really breathe that shit in, and some just make it in the mouth, and
Like
just blow it
cigars,
out.
yeah. You don't inhale cigars.
Yeah. So maybe if you
But you
don't,
inhale.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Vince, to be honest, how many people that you know who do really hard workouts and cardio that are heavy smokers as well? It's very rare to find those people.
Yeah.
It's usually the guys who like fast food and smoke and don't train that much, or somebody who trains, but maybe he drinks once in a while but doesn't smoke, or if he smokes, it's going to be like once in a blue moon and something like that. So,
Yeah.
but very rare to find yourself in that situation. But for some people, they would sacrifice training for smoking. They'll be like, listen, I love nicotine more than I love the dopamine hits when I train and my
Yeah.
physical health anyway. So, and there are scarier ones where you have the mindset where I hate this one, but it happens. You start saying that, hey man, I can walk in the streets and a bus can hit me and I die. So what the hell? I'm gonna smoke anyway, so we're all gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Which is I don't like that reasoning.
Yeah.
That's bad reasoning, man. Because it depends. If you die old, would you and healthy?
It is
and-
bad. It is bad, but
Yeah.
that's probably me.
You don't want to
I
die.
swear. That's probably me. Fuck it. We're all gonna die anyways. I don't want to be 75. Give me that cigarette. It is bad, but I agree. It is bad. But you said something very, very right. Depending on what you prioritize regarding quitting something, like if it is your health, for example, if you know that you've been smoking your ass off and you're now having really bad health problems, that will prioritize over that cigar or that cigarette. That will make sure that you will not smoke. So yeah, depending on what you prioritize, that will make it easier to quit something or not. Like if you don't have a good reason to quit something, you won't. That's just what it is. Why would you? You have to have a good reason to quit something in order to quit it. And if there ain't no good reason to quit it, you will continue doing whatever the hell it is you're doing. That's just how it is. Right?
Just hope you don't get to the point where it's too late. I'm talking
Too
for everybody.
late. Yeah. Your time has come.
Or you just I want to ask you, how much do you actually smoke? Like, do you smoke a pack a day?
Maybe a pack 2 days.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I didn't think it was that. Yeah, I thought it was worse. I was like, you're
Well, it
a
can
pack
be
a guy.
sometimes
Yeah.
on a day it can be a pack. Sometimes it happens.
Depends,
But
depends on the day.
yeah, it depends on all the shit that happens in that day. But but usually it's on 2 days, something like that. 2 days and stuff like that. But I would want to have, the green stuff. Bah, blast me with the green stuff, man.
Dude, funny enough, and it's very interesting. That stuff helps with working out, actually.
The green stuff.
Yeah. Amazing
green-
for inflammations and muscles. Like, it helps with recovery. Like, it's amazing.
But
I
does
don't
it
use
matter which
This-
green?
It's a testament of a training buddy of mine.
Yeah.
He smokes a lot, and he's insanely good at cardio. His stamina is insane. He has the record for the consecutive times hitting the bag non-stop, and he went for
With the
25
green.
minutes.
With the green stuff. That's crazy.
No, his stamina.
Yeah,
So
I know.
he's
But
in the bag, not with the smoking in his mouth.
no. No, but a user being
A user-
still having good cardio. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's-
smokes weed.
I'm not saying like he's smoking and boxing at the same time.
Yeah.
I would want to see that though. That would be funny.
I'm sure Nick Diaz did that, or Nate
Probably,
Diaz.
right? Both of them, probably.
Imagine that. 25 minutes. You hit the bag, right? You do like some bag work and stuff.
I love hitting the bags. I don't have a bag, but when I had access to a bag.
Nice.
Like
That's a nice right hook, man. That's a nice. You
I don't
gotta hit
have
your
any-
hand, man.
I don't have
Yeah,
that
but
many
don't-
space.
Yeah, but don't hurt yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm hurting my hand.
That's- Yeah, stop, dude. We were just
Yeah.
talking about this video.
What? What was
Don't-
talking?
People go so fast to hit bags with no safety stuff, like with no
Oh
wraps.
yeah,
and
yeah,
no-
yeah. We talked about that on text. Yeah, the wrist,
The wraps, the
the
hand
wraps. Yeah,
the wrist and
Yeah.
knuckles and everything.
yeah. You got a box with the wrist.
Have you ever wrapped your hands? Do you know how that like?
No, I've actually never done that because whenever I boxed, I said the only places I boxed was in the gym where they held these fucking pads, and they just gave us the.
UFC
boxing-
ones?
No, the boxing gloves. Just gave us the boxing gloves, and we just.
You know how many ounces were those?
They were not the fattest ones. They were not the smallest ones either. Somewhere in between.
Like 10, 12, something like that, I'm sure.
Something like that. Yeah,
They
but
feel heavy on
sometimes,
the hands.
yeah, sometimes when you boxed on the pad, if the pad wasn't good, or like if it was a little bit hard, or if it was in a different angle, you could kind of
The wrist. Yeah.
What do you say? Strain it.
Strain it, yeah.
Spray it. Sprain it,
Strain it,
right?
yeah.
Sprain or strain. One of those. Like where it became like a sort of like a nerve. Like you could feel like a nerve going on there. Like
Yeah, dude. Dude,
Hey, what's up,
the
Flatter?
amount of Kush. We were just talking about Kush too.
yeah, we were just talking about green stuff. We're trying
How it
out
helps
the
with
rum.
working out.
Yeah, we're on Rumble Studio here. We're trying to, figure this shit out. It's good. It has its flaws, The presentation right here, it can only have one of our faces. You see here? I have to switch between me or Ashman. Me or Ashman. That's a big flaw. And then what was the other flaw? And there was some other flaw as well. Oh yeah, there was another flaw.
Kush. Where is he from, Flarukush? Kush.
I think he was from America somewhere. Or Canada. Where were you
Wherever. Oh no, please don't be from Canada.
from?
Don't be from Canada.
Canada, yeah. Did you hear that Sean Strickland got the whole crowd going against what is his name? Trudeau.
Justin Castro. Yeah.
New York.
New York.
Not city. What is New
The
York?
best in the world, right?
What is that? What is NY?
It's
Canada.
New York, man.
New York, not the
It said
city.
New York, but not the city. Okay. So
Hmm.
I don't know, America's countries, man. Is it like Boston or some shit?
America's countries. I was figuring
Yeah,
out.
states and countries.
Oh, you can see it, the chat pretty good too, huh? Ashman.
Oh yeah.
Put the pin on timer. I can put it on timer. I mean, this works, this whole thing with pinning the chat, but it ain't as good as the one I had on my OBS, with the pictures and everything, It is what it is. Communist all the way. Yeah, so we're just trying to figure out how this works. We're gonna try to do it better next time. I mean, they're gonna add a call feature into this Rumble Studio, they say, and that will be fun to have people in the chat being able to somehow call in. It's not available.
Which they will never do.
Yeah, they won't ever do that, but we can pretend that they will.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's play pretend. So there will be a
I mean,
call
why
feature.
are people scared, Vince?
What
Let's
is
be
that?
honest. Why are people so scared of just joining and talking and speaking? Like,
I
and
think.
these are people who speak English better than us, like
Oh yeah.
Americans, Canadians.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And if you're ugly, you don't have to show your face. You can talk. Just voices, man.
I think
Okay,
that
that sounded harsh. I'm sorry. If you're not, nobody's ugly. Let's be liberal here a little bit. Vince.
everybody's beautiful.
Yes, beauty is subjective, Yeah, I gotta cut that out, man. Right? I just sometimes stuff that slips out.
But yeah, I think you know what it is. I think one thing I do know is you probably know it yourself. As soon as you do something, you break the what do you say? You break the
Cherry.
cherry. You break the cherry and you do it. Then it becomes way easier to jump in and
then you become a hoe at it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically.
Yeah. That's one thing.
Yeah.
You have to break the cherry and actually jump in and talk. But if you break the cherry and you jump into a show and talk, and yet you still don't dare to do it after that, that's a thing that has happened to people, I think, because everybody's texting these days. I don't think they've lost the ability to speak, I think. I mean, did your electricity get out? Did you lose your electricity? No way.
No, it's back.
Is it back?
I'm using my TV as light, and it's back now.
Oh shit!
That was crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, Anyways, yeah, I think some people have, they kind of lost their ability to speak with people.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's also it becomes like more scary to talk to new people.
Yeah.
For others, I would assume like it's talking to regular people. Also, there are people who just don't want to be on camera. They don't feel comfortable being
Yeah,
on
but you
camera.
don't need to be on camera. You can just be on audio. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're
Some
afraid
people
that
hate their own voice, perhaps.
Yeah, but
It's childish.
we talked about that before. Like, and this is a thing that happens to everybody. When you hear your voice for the first times, you will not like it because you've obviously you've heard your own voice before, but you haven't heard it in the way other people hears your voice, because you hear it inside of your skull, which is a little bit more like this, like a little bit more body.
Vibrations.
Yeah, exactly. But when you hear your voice recorded, it's recorded without the woo, without that frequency of inside of your skull, So therefore, you're not used to your own voice that way. Therefore, you don't like to hear your voice. But if you ask anybody that has been around you, they're gonna say, dude, that's how we hear you, and that's how we've always heard you. So to them, you sound absolutely normal, but to yourself, you sound weird. And the same goes with the camera thing. We talked about the camera thing as well, I think. Seeing yourself on camera is also weird in the beginnings. Of course, there might be also different camera lenses might warp you as well. I've seen this with phones, mobile phones. They have these weird cameras that warp you into weird shapes. But let's take that away. If you have a regular camera that takes your image in the way you look, you will still think it's odd because you've been used to watching yourself in the mirror, which is reversed or inverted. What do you say? The mirror is it reversed. So once you see yourself in a camera, you're seeing yourself as you actually look. And that looks weird to you because you've always seen yourself in a mirror most of the times. And you do look weirder when you're mirrored or non-mirrored. It's hard to explain, but I think that's why people don't like to see themselves.
That people look better mirrored.
It depends. I mean,
really?
Yeah, it depends. I took Freddie Mercury and I mirrored him. He looked like weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But really, he doesn't. He looks the same.
Well,
but
yeah, it depends what you're used to, I think. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's do an example before we end it. It's getting that 2-hour mark.
Dream usually mirrors, and now I'm not. So.
What do you say? Did you do that? Hold on.
No. In Restream with Restream.
Yeah.
I'm usually mirrored, so I do the mirrored option.
Yeah.
So I'm more comfortable with it, but now I'm not mirrored. It's not like it is a difference the way I see it. I don't know how you see me, but it's a little bit of a difference for me in my eyes. A big difference, actually. No.
Yeah, let me see if I can display it here. Hold on. Let me see if I can display it for you.
Weird how people view you and how you view yourself. It's very interesting.
What do you say? How people view you?
Yeah, with this mirrored and non-mirrored stuff, and
yeah. Hold on. Do we have it? Can we have it? No, it doesn't. Fuck, it doesn't work. But maybe if I type it, Freddie Mercury image mirrored. I tried to pull it up on Paint, but it didn't work. I guess we can't figure it out. But you look weird when you're mirrored, okay? Try it out yourself. if
You think
can
so?
make it. Yes, compared to have you.
Hold on. You think when you look in the mirror, that's when you look weird?
No, that's when you actually look to you. I mean, to you that looks into the
Yeah.
mirror.
That
That's
looks
when
good.
that looks good for you, but that's
Yeah.
not how you look.
How you
Because
look is when you
you're
take
not
a picture.
mirrored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
When
if
I
we're-
look
yeah.
at you, yeah. When I look at
So
you,
this
you're
is
not mirrored.
my right hand. This is my right hand right here, not my left. So it looks like my left, but it's not, right? So
But
this
right now
is
it's your right, right?
it's my right, yes,
Yes.
but it looks like my left, right? Because it's coming from the other side.
Yeah, but
Right?
yeah, but that's not what I'm. Yeah. You know,
Is,
my
isn't it
nose.
flipped?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, my nose is a little bit on this side. It's a little bit like this. Okay. How can I do it? Fuck.
yeah, so
no,
you're
other
not
way.
mirrored as well.
No, I am not mirrored.
I am.
This
Oh,
is
you're doing
how
Oh, you're cheating. You're doing the mirror thing.
No, this is how I look outside of the mirror.
Okay. Okay, good.
But when I go and look at myself in the mirror, I see the mirrored me, and that's the me I've always seen in my life
Mhm.
because I looked in the mirror, right? But once a camera looks at you, you're like, oh, how do I look like that? Do I look like that? Because
Yeah.
you're not used to see yourself that way. Anyways, that was a long fucking explanation.
It's trippy. Also, I do believe that it has it depends on how symmetrical your face is. So some people are very symmetrical to the
True.
point where it doesn't matter if they look in the mirror and they look. It's a
That's
compliment.
true.
I'm talking.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
I'm
true.
not talking about. I'm talking about if good-looking
That's true.
people.
That's true. Yes, I can buy that. Absolutely. Because if you're that symmetric in your face, it doesn't matter if you're mirrored or not mirrored, because you're symmetric, right?
bastard.
Yeah. But if you're like me, my nose is a little bit to this side, a little bit more than the other side. So once I see myself outside of the mirror, my nose goes to the other side. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? You know
What
what
the
I
fuck is that nose?
mean? Yeah, I'm used to seeing it going this way. Now it's going that way. Who the fuck is that guy? So yeah, I think those two explanations are why people don't want to see themselves on camera and also don't want to hear themselves on camera. I mean,
But they're very changeable, I would say, because with Restream you can choose the. Can you hear me?
yeah, you can choose the mirror and not
I
mirror.
mean, with Restream, yeah, you can choose. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that with Restream with you. I used to choose it non-mirror. So yeah, this is mirrored like this.
I don't know. You look the same to me, so I don't know.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're one of those people you're talking about.
No, I'm definitely not. No.
Well, you kind of are because I wouldn't notice. I wouldn't notice. But listen, this works in a way.
It does. It does
In a way.
actually. Just
Yeah.
more reach to Discord. That's all. Even with the old gang, just the old folks, Pepsi
Yeah.
Family, the Desiree, Hell, all those folks.
Yeah.
Even with
But
them, just a pretty fucking cool combo.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this maybe on
Or
Saturday,
we'll
Sunday.
do, Yeah, and try to reach out to Ted or one of those folks.
Yeah.
And
The thing is
combo
with
them.
thing is with them
With him,
is
one of them. It doesn't matter.
yeah. If they can, you know, the time difference and if they're available, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that would have been cool. But regardless, you and me gonna do it, and we're gonna have somebody that joins in. But we're gonna also go into more. We're gonna go into more topics as well. You know, I don't even know why we named this Taylor Swift, but
Hey, man. People make
Taylor
mistakes, you know. It's part of the learning curve, you know. But this is how we do.
Well, we did talk about Taylor Swift for like 5 minutes.
We did talk about her, yeah.
or
For like more like 3. Yeah.
yeah. So, but then we're also gonna do it like this. We're gonna have softer, more lenient topics in the beginning, and then hopefully we can shut any of these off. Man, that's bothering me that I can't toggle off. I can only, you know what I can only do? I can only do either all of the streams, or I can only do Rumble and locals, or locals only. Like, let me
That
just
doesn't
try it.
sound right.
Yeah, let me just try it right now. Shut it off to only Rumble and locals. I have to try it so we know. Updating to Rumble and local stream right now.